The end of apartheid in South Africa has led to many positive changes in the country. But the division of wealth and income remains inadequate to address apartheid's crippling economic legacy. Like many growing countries, South Africa faces the difficult challenge of redistributing its wealth. However, unlike other countries, South Africa is facing the challenge head-on.
We look at the top 10%. They're earning incomes that are 1,000 times bigger than those of the bottom 10% in South Africa. They're only earning 200 Rand a year before fiscal policy takes effect. However, once we look at fiscal policy, we say it takes taxes from the rich and it gives it to the poor in the forms of cash benefits. And as a result of that, that gap narrows from 1,000 times bigger to 66 times bigger.
In South Africa, the government provides benefits in the form of cash payments, such as child and old age grants to the poorest people. It also provides free education and free healthcare. As a rule, the poorest people receive more in cash benefits than they are required to pay in taxes. The most recent South Africa economic update finds that this is a level of redistribution unsurpassed by other countries.
And what we find is that in terms of fiscal policy's ability to reduce inequality and to reduce poverty, South Africa stands out. It stands out both in its ability to redistribute as well as in its ability to actually produce impacts on reducing poverty.
South Africa's cash transfers are cutting the poverty rate for those living on less than $2.50 per day by about 7 percentage points. The money brings meals to the dinner tables of families who otherwise would have no reliable income. 66-year-old Eunice Nkobo lives in the township of Alexandra in Gauteng province. She's raised her 4 grandchildren after they were orphaned.
Bengizohamba ngiyohlupha nalabantwana bami ngihambe ngiyocela ukudla ngabe ngiyasafara impela ngiqamba ngabe ngiyasokola kuba ngithula ngoba ngisebenza.
Despite the benefit of such a progressive social safety net policy for South Africa's poor, the country is grappling with slowing growth, high fiscal deficits, and a debt burden that has grown to 40% of GDP, leaving little room for expanded social spending. Ending the legacy of inequality in South Africa and ensuring a bright future for all its citizens will require a greater emphasis on the quality of education and health spending. It also calls for higher growth that generates jobs, especially for the poor, so that all South Africans can increase their earning potential.